Mini episode 363 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by TV Howl, your home on the web for coverage of today's television scene and a look at the history of the medium as covered by big-time TV critic Adam Buckman. Follow them on the web at tvhowl.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to mini episode 363 of the FDH Lounge. This is FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with the FantasyDraftHelp.com Insider for our 10th season covering the NFL. This is your Week 17 recommendation for fantasy football starters. We've got some preface notes that we'll be delivering every week. First of all, our advice is probably a bit different than some in the industry. We're not the place to go regarding the question of whether or not to play a healthy Aaron Rodgers this week. Aside from reiterating our list of gimmies, we don't discuss them beyond that. We're also not part of the movement that overstates the importance of week-to-week matchups. Sadly, if you bungled your draft or auction, there's not much except a stroke of great luck on the waiver wire that can salvage your season. Now, in very shallow leagues, you can pick up potential impact players off the waiver wire, but you hardly need a fantasy football industry source to tell you to do that. We play the percentages on giving our advice, which is all that anyone can do, even those in the industry who purport to own a crystal ball. You'll always get intellectual honesty from us. Okay, here's our list of constants for the season. When healthy, you don't jerk with these guys. You leave them in your lineup regardless of scary matchups. There are three quarterbacks: Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning. Running backs: Adrian Peterson, Arian Foster, Jamal Charles, Marshawn Lynch, Ray Rice, C.J. Spiller, LaShawn McCoy, Alfred Morris, Matt Forte, Chris Johnson, and Steven Jackson. Wide receivers: Megatron, A.J. Green, Brandon Marshall, Demaryius Thomas, Andre Johnson, Dez Bryant, Roddy White, Vincent Jackson, and Larry Fitzgerald. There are five tight ends: Jimmy Graham, Jason Witten, Vernon Davis, Tony Gonzalez, and Rob Gronkowski. With the gimmies out of the way, in a moment, a look at the more marginal picks for this week. Folks, you're listening to the FantasyDraftHelp.com Insider.
Tattoo on the lower back. Might as well be a bullseye.
We like 17 QBs this week: Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins, Jay Cutler, Andy Dalton, Joe Flacco, Nick Foles, Colin Kaepernick, Andrew Luck, Eli Manning, Cam Newton, Kyle Orton, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, Matt Stafford, Ryan Tannehill, and Russell Wilson. We like 17 running backs: Joique Bell, Le'Veon Bell, Giovanni Bernard, Reggie Bush, Chris Ivory, Rashad Jennings, Darren McFadden, Knowshon Moreno, DeMarco Murray, Bobby Rainey, Brent Richardson, Stephen Ridley, Darren Sproles, Ben Tate, Pierre Thomas, D'Angelo Williams, and Danny Woodhead. We like 24 wide receivers: Keenan Allen, Anquan Bolden, Dwayne Bowe, Antonio Brown, Marcus Colston, Riley Cooper, Michael Crabtree, Harry Douglas, Julian Edelman, Michael Floyd, Pierre Garçon, Josh Gordon, T.Y. Hilton, Sean Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, Greg Jennings, James Jones, Jordy Nelson, Hakeem Nicks, Ruben Randall, Cecil Shorts, Rob Streeter, Mike Wallace, and Kendall Wright. We like three tight ends: Antonio Gates, Greg Olson, and Julius Thomas. We have St. Louis labeled as all out, meaning that we don't like any of their marginal players. Also, we have no teams as all in. Every week, we also recommend 5 of these players as especially strong, and this week's slate includes Tom Brady, Nick Foles, Danny Woodhead, Josh Gordon, and Mike Wallace. Thanks for checking us out. Again, for a more comprehensive look at this year's fantasy football season, download our free guide, Fantasy Football Draftology 2013, at fantasydrafthelp.com, as well as our guides for hoops and hockey this year. Go break off a little value on your opponents in fantasy sports, and be sure to sample our other Nothing is Off Topic mini episodes, including our recent conversations with superstars such as Bob Barker, Charles Osgood, Lex Luger, and Lou Graham from the FDH Lounge.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, waitresses, strippers, bartenders, garbage men, janitors, microwave popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and The Periodic Table of Elements.